So hello, welcome to my live stream guys and follow my video channel. So I talk about this guys in this video and this I explaining right now guys. And get Launchpool support the USD staking or in project and these guys and Union US stake of the ZUSD or you claim airdrop. So guys and get Launchpool now support ZUSD staking and will launch project and guys and union you user can stick up this you share and this guys 6,000 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 6 million 5,000 5 lakh of the U token and for free airdrop reward and distribution distribute hourly guys. So mint of the GSTD and deposit of the GUSD and the state of the GUSD and in USD market of the buy so yeah, dog detail staking period of the September guys and this 2025 of this 9 o'clock of the UTC and this September guys. So the September of the 15 year 2025 of this 9 UTC and this total staking reward guys 6 million of this 5 lakh U. So unlock of the method, unlock it 100%, 100% guys. I talk about guys get launch pool allow and this user to stake and advance. You can stake and your asset before the official launch of the project. Ensure you start and the earning and reward as soon as mining being. So reward distribution, the stream and the will distribute and this token reward to user sport account and on a hourly and this base and on of the portion. So as of the asset and this have the stake and this how to participate long into the get and account complete the identity verification and negative and two launch full hold and this lets and this 0.05 USD. So one you click and stop stake guys. So project information union is on the leading JK and this interferability and L1 and this function as a settlement and liquidity layer for of the protocol and this asset of the issuer and there are no defense or trusted third parties of the Oracle and multi-signatures or MPC unlike other and interoperability and this protocol. So union, hyper and efficient JK interfor and this layer enable and seamless and this asset and issuance and scaling across and the thousand of the chain and without and scraping of the security efficiency and the decentralization or speed. So this make the union network a fast and the in its category which and the aiming and to subject second settlement across chain and the end of game and this and cross chain future and official website union build guys. So the GitLab investment and disclosure. So GitLab and did not of the invest in union and so note guys the get launch pool is innovate and staking in airdrop platform user and the scan of the early hour and this airdrop of the trading and newly guys. Newly guys and list of the token by stake of the ZT, BTC, Ethereum, USDT, ZUSD or other token and with low entry and this bearish and right and this APR it's uh, and easy and the capture market and opportunity. Please complete of the identity verification and before the participating and this launch pool and enhance in the security of the account of the NSA guys. So please follow the relevant rules and for the event of this participant any cheating and behavior and this prohibit and which with result and display for reward. So, in case of the despair of the between and translate of the original English version and English version of the shell favor and this get reversal and right of the final expression of the event of the not applicated and this with and the apple in and the user and united of the other mistake and location cannot user and the service including participate the event and completion of this user agreements. So future details and restrict the location guys. So risks and warning guys as blockchain startup is still in of the early and stage of the projected innovations and the signification and these guys risks and these various aspects and the including an operation and this underlying and technology and the legal and regularity and this environment and this understanding blockchain and a startup as saying and this inherent of the risks and require and this advanced and technical and this financial knowledge. So due to influence on the front technology and regular and this framework and this market of the condition and this other factor and this project of the partner participate in the may of the experience of the significant and this price of the validity with price of the potential and this rising falling and the sharp guys. So due to issue and relate to the underlying technology of the project and get trading platform you may the unavailable withdraw and this of the part of the asset and the project. So cryptocurrency project and this are of the high risk and this by nature of the cryptocurrency and the price of the highly and volatility and the project of the team and does not of the provide and any form of the margin and this price of the commitment and down of the projection and the please ensure of the fully understand and risks by and the capable and bearing of this participating of this will of the platform is strongly one and the potential risks guys. So mm, please ensure of the fully understand the risks and this capable and this, of the bearing and the team of the participant will and platform strongly guys. So one of the participant risks and can it cannot assume and the liability or any investment discretion and this provide of the any granted or the competition guys. So guys and this meet of the GUSTD and this data is taking. So GUSD minting the stable and this collaterals yield and being asset and backed by technology teaser and bill and this stable coin guys. So how to participate guys and this deposit and minting and buy or deposit USD and USDC into the get account and they stick into to the GUSD and this at of the 1.1 ratio. So return of the stake and this guys accumulated from the secondary and this after staking will be distribution daily and DU spot account USD. So flexible redemption and this redeem and USDT and USDT and this 1.1 ratio and this anytime thought and this for starting and redemption. So what is the USD and USD is a flexible and principal and protect and investment product is the distributes and the reward daily and it's of the return or the scores and the form the get ecosystem and revenue tokenization results and the or the raw and this stable coin and this backed by yield and the asset design and to provide and relatively stable coin yield and this in a both bullish and this and bearish market and condition. And additionally ZUSD is the fully and tradable and can we use the colorate and this you can stake of the ZUSD and the USDC or mint of the ZUSD as of the year ending, and the certificate is the represent of the value of the your investment but does not you confer of this ownership and the underlying asset. And this upon of the rate map of the ZUSD and the convert and the ZUSD and this ratio guys in the APR of the dynamical and this adjust of the base on of the revenue and this get ecosystem and tokenization raw and this stable coin more mirroring of the returns of for real and the world instrument and such of the tokenization US teaser of the bill guys. So participant of this granted it is the participant project and this safer of the way and this earn of the income and compared to more valuability of the asset. So flexible redemption stake of the redeem and the GUSD anytime and providing high quality liquidity and this converting asset of the management. So GUSD value the return granted from holding and GUSD and the base one of the gate ecosystem of the real world assets such of the tokenized and the US treasuries. So collateralize and the GST and the service of the collaterate for the crypto loan and providing of the great and the financial flexible and this borrowing and capitalist and the will still earning and this yield. So how does the USD work and what is the source of the return guys? So the USD participate protect and tokenization certificate or of your stake of the asset and the value of the ZUSD and this packet of the 1.1 of the stablecoin stake US stake the user can subscribe flexible and this holding using and designed and the stablecoin or to earn and analyze and yield and the reward and distribute and this daily in easy USD. So the return of the granted thought and the get and operation of the including but not limited or to investment in a real world assets are tokenized of the US and Treasury and the bond or the analyze of the yield and in a determined and this independently by gate base and on factor including market and this condition and productly sustainability guys. So how to receive the USD and the thought staking and there are the any amount limit. So after staking the USD, you will earn to the USD at of the ratio 1.1. And for example, if you stake 100 USD and this will you receive guys and 100 USD in your spot and unfilled account as of the tokenized and certificate and representing your staking assets. So note and that you must and hold and at a less and 0.01 is the USD and this generate at the return. So both of this main and account and sub account and this eligible for staking. So how to redeem my asset and there is there of the redemption of the fee. So you can redeem and this USD and at of the anytime and you asset of the will and automatically and the return and you export an unfilled account and in USDT and this USDC you can choose of the between and fast and the redemption and this and standard and the redemption reduction and fast, and this reduction will enhance 0.01 and of the total reduction of the amount. And guys, um as the reduction fee and this forested, and the reduction as asset of the will be return, and will you export and this unfilled account and USDT and this USDC or on the after of the submit of the reduction of the require. And this guys, and 0.05 of the total and reduction of the amount will reduce from the total reduction of the amount and this reduction fee. So, how return and calculate, and where can I take my accumulate return, guys? So the APR is the set based on market condition and this product sustainability, and this return star and this according on the second day, and this after you stake and will be distributed in GUSD by 80 the following by day, and the return and amount, and this the calculate based and on eligible GUSD balance in your export and this unfilled account and funding. And you can view the accumulate and return and details in your export account and unfilled account, guys. So what are the potential risks? So like any invest, and the product and the carries of the risks such of the market volatility in selection of in APR will, and the principal is share and from the market and fluctuation fee and my may of the reduce and overall returns. And please be what all this before and subscribing, guys. So deposit of the GSTT and this get io.com my account GSTT, guys, and this. So trade of the market of the GSTT and stake on, and right now, guys, and so I talk about this, guys. Stake and earning, guys. So Union the is the leading and JK interpolating, and this L one of the function as of the settlement and liquidity layer four of the protocol and asset issue. They are they not defense and on trusted and third party and or Oracle and multi and signature or the MVC, unlike other and interoperability and the protocol union hyper and efficient JK interop layer, and this enable and seamless and this asset of the issuance and scaling of the across and thousand of the chain and without and this scraping of the security efficiency and decentralized or speed of this make of the union network of the first its category, and which and the aiming or sub second and settlement across and chain of the end gaming and for of the cross chain of the future. So the white paper and this union network white paper, and guys I talk about it and comet BLS and optimize and comet of the BPL and conjuring engine, guys. So so guys, stack and this commit of the BLS in modification and of commit of the BPT and the optimize of for the generation of the zero knowledge and proofs of the reality. And these guys one of the growth and this mm, growth and 60 and to efficiently hope and the state, guys. So we show an our implementation in a cosmos and the base chain and this benchmark and the efficient up and 128 active validators and sustain it and the security of the providing and the scheme and this for of the fully trustless and the cost chain and the appreciation and IBC based and on the footage of the our scheme of scheming and this we discuss and the improvement and this to the made of the two IBC and this trustless and the building of the channel to increase of the security and asset taking and this across of the chain. So introduction, guys. Introduction and the refit of the collapse and this centralize of the Web3 and protocol and during the first of the several and the year highlights and a familiar and pattern of the trustless and the decentralized and the protocol are highly and this religion of the multi and the attack of and back of the son of the event and the will and hybrid and centralized of the protocol and suffer of the form and the hacks and the insider attack and this optimize and this the cosmos and the ecosystem and winner and the structure in the tractor of the between and the blockchain and the base and the light of the client and these start and state of the proofs and the although and this code of the flow and can still and the salt on the security and risks and IBC and the heads of the show and this to be all the most secure and reading of the protocol and support by an um, longevity and longevity and the continually guys and increasing and adoption extending in this protocol to new ecosystem not only being on the security improvement and this over and centralized and breeding of the provide but also open and up of the completely new world and of the integration between some of the different of the liquidity rewards and the most promising apps in chain of the project. So although trademark and the was of the design and this participate light of the client and verification it is the impractical and to do so without any special of the IBC and for free movable and on chain of the D and the react of the verification. So Ted Mint and the state into in the EBM and cost the approximately gas 3 million gas of this and in the world and worse and the case of the secure sincere and need of the submit and every single block for the breeding of the transaction to become widely and this adopted and they are neat and to the cost and approximately the same of the regular token and transfer of the chip of the breeding of the claim and with interchain and this mesh of the security will give of the risk and to the new generation of chain and the roll ups. So commit and the BLS and the optimize of the verification. We have the argument and the largest of the interpretation of the trade and the meat of the trade reduce and the both and state of the growth and light of the client of the verification cost and which and the refer or to and commit of the BS direction and this guys and verification into the commit of the concert of the time and to the verification of the trade and this liner of the time in and case and liner of the cost on the increasing base and this guys addition of the size of the power providing can also be and fertilize or into the higher and efficient and certain of the uh, Ingoro on the mains. So, if forge and base and validator rota. So the true future of the reduce and providing and the cost and this comet or the BLS and the can use and E4 base and validator and ratio and this EBBR protocol and reducing the number of times and the proofs of the need and base submit and for non and adjacent light of the client and update and since of there is only the distinct of the comet and the BLS and the CBN and the requires light of the client and update to be and granted and proven and this one of the concert of the chain and active validator of the traffic we have the Sujan and modify and this comet of the BFT and this with CFOs and health based and validator so ratio and this scheme and this mm define of this state of the transaction for the stake and token and validator and set of the chains and this however we do not need of to buffer of the this in the state of the sense and the instant of the freeze and this the validator and set of the between efforts of the land up and play FLI and sublet and this to the variator set of the at of the most of the every NTH and block it's however and the not of the granted and that's all update and the will end of the delay and the unity and the end of the efforts and that's of the wool and often of the network and performance of the granted issue and this variator of entering of the exciting set of the within and same it's so computationally and the most of the expensive of the operation of the in staking and the change of the are not of the validator and the set of the dates and the but of the deletion of the update and this on of the user and the base and reboot at the heavy and the blockchain and the end of the each port and the eagerly and the performer and computation of at the end and every blockchain and this buffer of the validator and set of the distance and the will execute and this end of the effort. So validator states and change AI rhythm and enforce of the validator version and this guys in block and batch and this trigger and this the blockchain and this determine and the terms of this net of the force and these guys requirement efficiency. So network and operation and algorithm and one efforts and ratio and for guys and delegation of in delegation to do process and delegation if you current time and next efforts them and update and variator set and subdate and next efforts and else of the zealot and variator and count of the thousand then update variator set guys. So explaining right now guys in this video. So this is the union and this ecosystem and the join the union the next generation of the aggregation and interoperability and the chain of the abstraction. So what is and the union is the leading and JK and interoperability and this layer one function as of the and settlement and this liquidity and layer and this protocol and asset of the issuer guys so I explaining right now guys in this video and this is settlement and liquidity layer for the protocol and asset issuer, and the union is the build and upon two key and this innovation, and first is the conscious and the verification where and the validator on the chain and verify, and that's conscious has been an chip and the among and validator on the another chain, guys. So comment and with this is a zero knowledge, these guys and proof, guys. So which and increase the security and stability and by aggregation and transfer, this allow union and exit and this thoughtful and or exit of the settlement layer. So together is this mean and fast of the cost and effective and this conjugation between and protocol across is the execution of the environment and with zero trusted actor, guys. So what is interoperability? I explaining right now, guys. Mm, Interoperability, guys, so interoperability in blockchain and referred is there an ability to the first message and the communes and with each other and this union and this enable and developer and the build with any execution of the environment or language such of the solidity rest of the move and connect and there of the blockchain and the app any ecosystem, this remove of the UX and bot and sentiment of the farming of the network. So what is the modularity, guys? So modularity in crypto refer to when and the blockchain and system is built using an interchangeable and self and the content of the comments, and that can be developed and update and this replace of the identify and this an approach enhance and the flexibility, stability and this maintainability and by allow and this developer and focus on of the specifications of the function of the future without an affecting and the entire of the system. So union and modularity and this solution of the space across and this entire of the union ecosystem, guys. So, the JK proofs of or JKP are the backbone and of the unions and network. They are and and this indisputable and proofs of the connectors of the cross of the chain state of the granted by a network of the solvers. So verify and though JKPS and the any and chain and or and user can securely verify a blockchain a state of the across an ecosystem using union light and client or other and proof of the aggregation. So guys integrate and this combine their proving of the stick and the verification stick to the build any type of the competition of the IBC, ISM, ZMP or ICAS and the access. So protocol differentiation and the using any standard. So union use cases and the message of the facing of the securely and the transmit and the message and between chain and this enable and application and like of the decentralized access DXS and the leading protocol to work and together, guys. So asset of the transfer of the facility and the cross-chain and the transfer of the fungible and the assets as the native and the asset and stake of the data bytes and the between and chain of the intergate and the with union network. So cross-chain of the NFT and transfer NFT between and chain of buy and these efficient and and encoding NFT and data across and different and standard and these guys. So these are the just of the few example and they are of the no limits and to what and we can do and with state of the proof and generate the by union in by infinitely scalable and blockchain of the future. So user one and this verifier and correct and chain and this layer one, layer two, layer three and block of the header and this proven network guys and this JK snark and the output and this verification and correction of the chain B proven network guys. So layer one, layer two, layer three and this user two. So how union work, guys? And the thing of this thing and the thing of the union as of the zero knowledge of the proof JKFE and this network of the where and the state of the each chain and residues and when the new blockchain integrates and the with union each of the gates and union light of the client of that verifies and the matchability of the secure of the JKPs and the center of the form of the counterparty of the chain. So guys, anytime user extend of the transaction for the chain A2 and chain B and the JKP is the granted of the chain and this all through and this for by probing of the market and support of the union or the directly and where of the made and this hardware and the proven chain and submit and JKP on chain and where and on-chain and the verifier and the as a smart contract and layer 2 and module and confirm the market including and proof of that chain of the sent of the message on-chain JKP is verified all transaction up to JKP and are immediately and settled and the allowing and the prover and the settle of the large and batch of the transaction. So guys and within and the light and the client and on-chain B and the con consumes and the verification use and to slow that's and the validators and of the chain and the sign of the market root and this in zero and knowledge base IBC the consensus and this verification in achieve and the verifying of the JKP and the consume on of the chain and the provers and the grant of the JKP and the consumes by and confirm and that's and validators and the sign of a block and the Markle and roots and written and the zero knowledge and circuit and this system in design so that's any one and can and generate and SJKP of conscious on consumer and guard of the hardware and eliminating of the consumership of the risks and they are all the task of the estimation of the proven or the centralized of the computes and the like of the Oracle and the multi and sign even if the union tests and the base exit and the outline of the transaction flow would the continue and this primalization of the into the engineering. So entirety and this trust of the verification guys and this state of this verification between blockchain is the often and gets inter ship and the due to and complexity of the verification of the consume and the other chain and with buried of the structure and this execution environment This is my many and the ecosystem and this turn of the trusted and thought of the parties and source of the signal and signatures and this multi-sync and this NMPC are the bits of for and this interpolabilities. So with union and the trusted third parties are no longer necessary and confused the verification, unlock, and trust of the minimize and this interoperability and between blockchain and the zero knowledge and cryptography and this make up the process and the scalable and cost and the efficient and the part union exchange the gold and the standard of the inter blockchain and the communication of the protocol IBC. So the to the all and of the Web3 and with JK forward and then ensure consumes and this verification and unlocking and trustless and this communication and this between and the blockchain. So in the inter-blockchain of the communication and protocol IBC function and the similarly and to TCP/IP and these facilities and this communication of the between and this independent blockchain and blockchain of that support IBC and this establish and this connection with another IBC sent and allowing one of the blockchain and these two verify proof and this against of the conscious and the state of the another using a light of the client and this enable and this robust and this interoperability and this among IBC and compare and this blockchain including asset and transfer of and automatic and swap and cross chain and the decentralized and sense of this even and cross chain and smart and correct contract of the IBC being and the mm, gaining of the with whisper of the eruption and making it of the promising and candidate as of the governing and interoperability and the standard of Web3D. So trusted system signal and signature multi sign of them PC guys and this force of the validator and sets and this optimize and verification and this where we switch and this trustless and system and this direct and all they can enable and confuse and the verification. So guys, what is the glories? So glories is the Brails and this term of the Union and JK Airport and the current and the Lee and this as of the purpose and consumes and the verification and we have of the build and the glories around and this three and this fundamental and this principles first of the execution of the low cost and this operation and decentralized and this at the accurate shown in a belt and the key of the step and this transcription of although union and emitting and a send of the fact of the event and exactly and zero knowledge and proof of the JKP of the union state and this updating and counterpart of this with and union state which and promote of the scalability and for all and participate in system guys. So glory and this outformer and the zero knowledge and being of this will and operating on signal and machine and avoiding and the made of the layer and this culture need for the large uh, class, clusters. So what is the comet bells? So comet of the BLS and the comet BLS. So Comet BLS is the enhanced blockchain in sense engine and this underpinning on the union of the network and building of this opponent and the commit of the BELS and the address of the challenge are for secure and this bidding on and this consumes of the verification and this unlike of the meet and this commit BLS is the tailor of the efficient of the zero knowledge and proving out which and this curicle of the for and bidding and to block space of the restricted in chain of the like of the Ethereum and liberating and the BLS and the signature as of the its foundation and commit the BLS and the reducing and the proving of the items and the facilitating of the faster and the cost effective and this breeding and this transfer the the alteration of the BLS and signature enables and the aggregation of the public key and the signature and minimizing and the transaction size and chain and the computation of the cost. So under and commit of the BLS and or the network and can of the seamlessly and the scale of the cover hand and the validator and without and compromise and this performance of the breeding of the legacy and this shading of the new year and these guys as couple of the blockchain and this and views. So what is the Voyager? So the IBC protocol and the release on of the option and the actor of the transfer of the packet or packets and the proofs and the between chain and the unions in house and relayer Voyager and facilities. Biograph and the facilities and the support for new network and independently for the upstream and this assistance. So Voyager and the architecture is even and driven and this including in internal and this memory and quick and this for the observe of the event and this zero process I Voyager integrate and with glories and this thought of the ZRPS enabling and although uploading the computing to the decide and this hardware with upcoming and support of the for being in the market. So the design ensuring the efficient and communication and the flexibility in supporting and given blockchain of this network. So guys, I explaining of the launch pool of the Ucoin union guys and this stake and this participate guys. I recommend this token. So guys, I talk about this guys in this video. So reward distribution and this launch for effective guys. So guys, and this the get launch pool FAQ and this what is so what is the get launch pool guys and get launch pool is and the innovate and the stake and airdrop and platform or user and can stake and GT and BTC USDT and USD token airdrop and this new coin and this entire of the bearish and this higher fear and this ultimate and this effort of the capture and market opportunity guys. So this join and how can I participate and get Launchpool guys first of the login and to get a account and negative navigate to the gate and Launchpool page and this guys the choose of the project and you want to participate in the stake your asset guys and the check the participate guide guys. So, so how to participate and the get launch pool and the I talk about the how to join the launch pool and stake on guys and this logging and get your account and navigate launch pool and apps home and launch pool and web uh, click on to launch pool and choose the staking and pull up the one of the join the stake and this entire staking and the amount click confirm and complete of the staking and view to reward and reward history successful staking guys. So this is the menu. So please the complete identification before and the participate launchable and enhance secure of the account and asset. So the stake asset and the transfer of the simple and the difficult and this option of the check of the stake and the asset of the will be remade and this into the spot asset. So will be multiple snapshot and this personal stake and the amount and this are the hourly and the increase of the stake and asset freeze of the maintenance of the stable staking and amount and sure and the mining reward guys. So I talk about this guys which can and which coin and can I stake and in get launch pool. The token of the eligible participant will be announced and this on the mining and the page of the each project list and the visit and the in corresponding phase of the get launch and launch pool or to view and more detail guys. So all is taking reward and the individual and these guys and this one of the valid is taking amount and total full is taking amount hourly and the reward full and the platform will take and the multiple snapshot personal of the personal is taking amount and each hour and take of the average and the staking amount as the valid is taking account. So how are reward distribute the platform the will take and the multiple snapshot of the personal staking amount and hourly and token reward and the distribute eligible user hourly and ring of this will distribute into the user export account. So will stake and the asset of the redeem and this guys after the use and redeem advance and the stake of the complete and this stake asset and be we transfer simple and these are of the difficult option on the unhinge of the stake of the will asset of the redeem export asset and this amount and the redeem asset and these two small and does not of the meet and the minimum claim amount and simple earn and the asset and the automatically transfer of the export and if you simple earn does not support the claim and redeem token asset and will also automatically transfer of the export assets. So can I redeem my stake of the asset in anytime and this platform and this will take out the multiple and a snapshot of the personal stake of the amount and each hour and this calculate the valid and staking amount however and this earlier of the redemption and the may result and the in the loose of the accurate and the reward guys. So please maintain of the stable staking and this amount of the ensure mining reward. So can I edit an additional stake of the asset? So you can in case of the you stake of the asset any at of the anytime and more token and the you stake and the that of the for the for mining and rewards, however, and once and reward and caps of the rich and the will and the no longer receiving a staking reward. So can I participate multi project and these guys the same of the time and this way and the multiple and the launch pool and project and going on the same of the time and you can stake in the different pools and the receive new token and mining and reward multiple of the project each and stake of the full of the needs and to be stake and separately if you only stake and the asset in a full and there will not only be an obtain reward and full of the you can stake and this full A and this B full B separately and this orbital and the conferring of the mining reward of the new token. So what is the maximum mining reward and I can receive and this hourly and the reward and hard cap for of the user is project of the depend of the once of the cap and reach and the future staking reward and will be grant of the fees and refer of the event and announcement and this mining of the face reward and cap limit and the is project. So will stake and in asset in the get launch pool and impactly BIP level and no asset of the stake of the gate and launch pool will including in asset of the holding and calculate of the holder and the airdrop launch and the BF previous. So will and happen and my end funds of the project and edit of the early. So in case of the early ending and your stake and principal will be automatically and redeem and this soon of the project and this you last of the interest and will be distribute and on the hour and this after and this end time. So interest and the distribution of the before and ending will be uh, preset. So about and this annual and present tense of the rate. So will all the reward and this coin of the stake coin and this APR total reward and release of the last hour and this staking guys. So when you reward coin and this note of the stake guys and this so if we are total reward and release and the last hour total staking and 365 124 in multiple and this 100%. So when the reward is coin of the not of the stake on coin and APR total reward and the release and this last hour X closing of the price reward and coin hour last hourly and last hour is total stake closing in the price stake and this last hour guys these guys multiple and these guys 365 and this 24 and 100%. So the note and the APR and the estimate and the or the refer only and calculate um, analyze and this return of the finally receive and shell of the favor and the APR data and update hourly guys. So about transferring of the redeem and the asset and to simple and fixed terms. So how to get airdrop how bonus and this when you stake out the BTC, GT and Ethereum and USD and loss pool and you get a bonus and which it is still subject and the individual reward can for of our and choosing is to transfer of the redeem and asset of the to the simple and unfixed term and the please note and this subscription of the simple and unflexible term of the fixed and the term of the outside and launchpool will not and disqualify or for bonus. So why did not I receive a bonus and this after subscribing to simple and to fixed and term of the when staking if we reach and this reward cap per hour no more bonus will be distributed guys. So this is the ecosystem launch this ecosystem and these guys and learn more what I talk about these guys already learn and this ecosystem this abstract and field these guys what are the ecosystem guys Ethereum one of the best ecosystem lava oh guys movement native novel so many coin guys is the ecosystem as the mm, collaborate So the this coin of the roadmap, guys, I JK architecture and the next generation union and the zero knowledge and proving system, guys. So the sub-second and proof sub-second of the proof the sub-second of the proof the generation of the enabling real-time of the zero knowledge application by dramatically and lowering of the latency of for the verification and intersection of the across of the network. GPUX proving and distribution proof of the generation distribution providing architecture of the support scale and the redundancy and the decentralization and the ensuring high availability and this and fault of the tolerance. So probing of the market and integration of the with and probing of the market and allow and for the on demand and computational of the power of support and scalable and proof of the generation. Client side of the proving and balls and the taskless and high browser and proof of the generation without and reliance of the on external service. So quantum resistant and the proof of the ecosystem encryption and the cryptographic and the primitive and the design and to resist and quantum attack and the ensure longer and the security guys. So additional ZK proof and the format includes set and this membership and this module and structure expand of the protocol and particularity and this composability guys. So new proof of the type. So DeFi and complement and the build the future and the cross chain and finance. So solver aggregation. So a cross protocol and solver layer and this interface of the optimized state of the roads cross network and this liquidity secures the to improve of the efficiency. So custom AMM, the native AMM and support and private and cross-chain and swap with gas fee efficient logic and this programmable liquidity behaviors. So the cross-chain, the token and onboarding and this unfilled of the identity and the system and reading of the tools and allow and token or reading of the form of the multi-fault chain to the same fault signal and address gas. So union and this layer one enhancement for the union VM the union and the chain support and the purpose build and virtual mechanism machine of the optimized for the first executive module and promise of the contract of the developer. And so sustainability union and model and blockchain has of the goal and the fully sustainable 80% renewable guys. So in case and bandwidth and the in case of the transmission and throughout and the natively and accumulate at the DeFi use case guys. So BS and inflection and the expand of the Bitcoin and subtricate of the network operational stake guys. So in union for of the BSN and the union based GMP of the payment of the BSNP plus of the Bitcoin and surface of the network and this allowing of the shield of the security and request and the inflation of the payment guys. So fast asset of the routing and this BSN and this the low latency routing and the with Bitcoin and supercharge of the network and develop a liquidity. So guys, the roadmap one of the greatest roadmap and this progressive and decentralized union and this question of the governance. So already 25% is complete and governance translation of the governance structure and translation of the all the various and the phase of the protocol and mature 50% already complete guys. So the token based governance and the new chain guys and the concept the new blockchain and ecosystem to a unique union to the union network guys 21% of the complete and Ethereum guys. So as the leading of the smart contract and platform at the being of the deep liquidity and mature of the interaction of the and extensive of the developer tooling of the to the union network. Wow, already 100% guys. So get of the Ethereum Litecoin and update Ethereum layer, relayer and the Ethereum live on the stand or the Ethereum live on the mint. Arbitrum. So Arbitrum for the fast and the cost and efficient Ethereum and rollups ideal and the scalable DeFi and higher and thought full and this application guys already 75% trade of the Arbitrum and Litecoin and this the complete guys and this so base and the base extend at the Ethereums and reach of the Coinbase and this ecosystem making and its of the strengths and the chain of the forwarding and onboarding of the new user and the scale of the 50% guys. So BNB chain and this guys BNB chain of the provide access and high volume and the DeFi and gaming and the market and particularly Asia and this emerging of the region guys already 75% is the complete and SUI guys. SUI introducts the object and the center and execute the model and the parallelize of the translation and process the high performance and the apps guys. Already 50% is complete and osmosis. So osmosis of the primary DX and chain and with Cosmos and this offering of the programmable and liquidity IBC and native and composability guys 75%. So Neutron and the Neutron is the DeFi focus and smart and contact chain in the Cosmos and the ecosystem. Neutron or the 50% already complete. Say is the region and high frequency and the trading in parallel and the order executing expanding in the union network and the DeFi access already 75% already complete. Axion. So Axion and this simplified and this crypto UX and thought of the abstract and the account and this consumer and get of the app integration of the boarding of the accessibility guys 75%. So Bob and build on Bitcoin and the margin of the Bitcoin security liquidity and this user base and with EVM and the programmatic as 100%. So Babylon and provides and the Bitcoin staking and secure chain and the Bitcoin sub-chain of the super chains of the network including Union guys. So 100% is complete. So Solana is high thought and this unique of the return and recover and the customized integration of the faith of the enabling and the access of the variant and the DeFi and this ecosystem. So Con is the Bitcoin focus of the EVM blockchain that's of the hybrid and this tokenization Bitcoin gas and part of the BSN of the network 100% of the complete case. Plum is the EVM and compatible and the blockchain is that integrate of the institutional gate and the asset the with DeFi tolling. So Ondo is the support real world asset tokenization, real world asset gas and these guys enabling and this complete and the cross-chain access and the institutional gate and this initial product guys. So guys, Aptos is the future move and bet guys and this Aptos of the future, a move base and the execution of the environment and high-end throughput and this parallel and transcription engine and integration and expand of the union and the reach into the non-AVM ecosystem with a strong developer and tooling and ecosystem support, guys. So Manta is proven JK based and the tooling and the part and this priority and this integration of the support JK application of the Web3 ecosystem. So Flagon of the Flagon combine and the low ecosystem Ethereum and the chain of the organization and the ecosystem and integration of the unlock of the first of the Scabble ZK rollups and the asset of the transfer of the for apps. So guys, and blockchain and the blockchain of the is AVM identical and this layer one and use and non-proof proof of the liquidity pool and this consumes and the mechanism and algorithm liquidity and security, guys, and the 75% already complete, guys. So this is the roadmap and this I explaining right now, guys. So this project are the one of the greatest project, guys.